Hi, welcome to AwkwardHamster. The corner part of my chain link fence, well, this needs to be mended. I need to pull this back to this part over here so I can hook it back on. Same with the bottom. I'm not sure how it got this way. I'm guessing someone probably mowed the lawn and, well, hooked onto it and pulled it off. So at Home Depot they sell the fence pullers. They're about $35. The fence puller is essentially 1 to 3 hooks on a bar and just hook it up to like a ratchet and just keep pulling it. The ratchet costs about $30 to $35 or so. They don't want to spend that kind of money. I just want to use the tools I have around the house. So I got a cargo ratchet, same concept, and this is more than enough to pull a fence, a chain link fence. Instead of using a fence puller, I got a rebar over here. I'm going to hook here and essentially hook it onto itself on the other end too. So both of these hooks will be hooked onto rebar. I want to pull the fence as much this way as I can. That way this will come over here, then I can tighten up. I'll probably try to straighten this out. Not sure what to do with it yet. Straighten out, then I don't think I'll replace it. But one of the reasons why I'm using rebar is because I can't just hook it directly onto the fence. If I did that, just this one piece where it's hooked onto will bend out of shape. And I also don't want to stretch it all the way here to the other post and hook it to this, because then this post might become crooked. And also one of the reasons why I placed it this far back, not so close to the fence, is because of the length of this hook. So for example, see this? If I need to pull it to this position, that means once I pull it, it's hard for this to get around the corner, but it's much easier if I have a lot of open space to work with. Alright, let me get this situated. So physically, I just don't have the strength to pull a chain link fence myself, especially try to pull this and screw this in. So that's when this makeshift fence puller comes in play. I'm gonna pull this part as far to my left as I can. That way you have a lot more slack over here, and once I have the slack, I can, a couple choices, just tie it down or bolt it in and I'm done. Or I'll probably try to straighten out this bar. So with the ratchet straps, see this part is moving. Alright, so now just one hand, I can just, hey, it reached the bolt. Great. Same thing for the bottom. I already strapped this on already turned it a few times, so now I can pull this here too. Here's the end result. Everything's all patched in proper position. I really didn't need to spend any money. I just used the tools that I had around. The ratchet strap, which is very important because it allowed me to pull the fence towards the corner to give enough slack for me to essentially line this up and bolt it on. Another thing is the rebars I used. You don't have to use rebars. You can use anything that can fit through these fence or hook onto the fence. For example, if you have a 2x4, just screw like 3 hooks onto it, hook onto this, just so you can pull the fence towards the corner. And well, before this one was very long, so I just sawed it off. I'm not sure why it was that long before. Just took a hacksaw to it. But besides that, adjustable wrench to screw on the bolts. And I did use a vice grip to clamp onto this bar and turned it so it's this position while I screwed it on. Just made things easier. Aside from that, it's very easy. Use the tools around the home. Didn't need to hire anyone to fix this. So if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching AwkwardHamster. Bye.